Hello, hello! Perfidious Pete here, warming up the lasers for a little flash frying alien barbecue in XCOM The Long War. That's right, like Randy Quaid in Independence Day, Mr. President, we're packing. As you can see here, we've got some brand new laser weaponry. So hopefully, unlike Randy, what we're packing is not a calamitous career-ending ball of neuroses and delusions, but weaponry we can use to make some alien invaders explode like a space shuttle with a faulty O-ring. And I don't mean, of course, to make light of the Challenger disaster. I sort of apologize for that, but Bradford's codename for our last mission has me in kind of a morbid mood. Operation Dying Mother? Man, it's just not cool, Bradford. And hey, while we're on the subject of Bradford and mothers, I do feel compelled to mention that I did call Bradford's mom just to make sure she was doing okay. I wondered if maybe, she was alright. Turns out she's fine. Bradford's just a little sore at her because she staged a, frankly, much-needed intervention to confront her son about his out-of-control drinking. Apparently, Bradford didn't react very well to the situation, denied that he had a problem, and stormed out, and things have been a little tense between Bradford and his mom lately. I think he may be, lashing out in sort of a Freudian fashion. His mom did ask me, by the way, while we talked, that I'd keep an extra close eye on Bradford and maybe go a little easy on him for the next few days. I promised I'd try. I mean, Bradford's pretty infuriating. She was understanding to that. I did promise her I would try. And also, if you're wondering why I not only have Bradford's mother's phone number, but also a close enough relationship with her to openly discuss her son's well-being, I'd advise you to mind your own damn business. What goes on between Bradford's mother and I is, nobody's business but ours. And also, if you're, salty about the casual reference to the Challenger disaster, just let it go, man. It was fucking 30 years ago. Settle down. And speaking of letting things go, the reason I'm down here in the barracks, by the way, a couple of our troopers have completed their Project Lazarus training and have to let their old identities go in favor of their new ones. Let's take a look and see who we've got here. Alright, sort of a funky, fresh hairstyle, and I can tell this guy's got, he's got some pop in him. Sort of an aquiline nose, good-looking gentleman. Good moves on him, I can tell, because he has a 16 foot speed. This is a man who knows what it is to move and can use his body. He can control it. Fantastic dexterity. You know who this is, folks? If we put some dancing shoes on this guy and maybe a little fedora sort of at a jaunty angle and changed one of these gloves to a white rhinestone covered glove, I think his identity would become, radically more apparent. This, folks, this is Michael Jackson. It is. The King of Pop himself. He's back, folks. And he's not shuffling around like a corpse from the Thriller video. He's here and ready to kick ass. He's going to be moonwalking across some alien corpses. And I, for one, am damn glad to have him. I hope you can moonwalk your way to victory, Michael Jackson, straight across the corpse of a bunch of fallen muton berserkers, sir. See, it's funny if Michael Jackson were to moonwalk on an alien's corpse, because it's the moonwalk and they're aliens. See? Yeah, all right, you got it. Okay. We did have one other trooper also who needs to get in on this action as well. Let's take a look. Man, that's a determined glare. This is, wow. That's, this guy's intense. Look at the fucking focus in his stare. Jesus, it's like having a laser boring right into my soul. Clean cut fella, knows what he's about. This is, you know who this is? This is a man who will wait 2 years, plot revenge. This is a man of honor and loyalty. Wow, folks, I can't believe it. One of the greatest heroes of all times. This is Oishi Yoshio, the leader of the 47 Samurai, the man who got vengeance for the Asano clan. Wow. Welcome aboard, Oishi. I'm glad to have you, sir. A man of your willpower, determination, and organizational skills will be a fantastic addition to our project. And on the double plus side, I mean, you know what it is to lead men into a hopeless situation. Just, just in there, fighting the fight for the fight's sake. No hope of coming out, no hope that anything will ever be better. Just doing the right thing because, damn it, it needs to be done. And I, for one, respect that. Glad to have you aboard, Oishi. I'm looking forward to you having a long and storied career, and hopefully your XCOM story will end a little bit better than the 47 Ronin ended. And I'm not talking about the Keanu Reeves one either, the actual one. Although, I think the Keanu Reeves 47 Ronin movie kind of gets a bad rap. I think it's better than it gets credit for. Anyway, let's head up to mission control, get the scan, and see if we can't maybe crack down a mission, give these new troopers of ours something to do. Although one of them's in the hospital, so it's going to be a while. UFO analysis complete, got some radar research done. This is actually fantastic. I don't feel that people value these UFO analysis research enough. One, they give you extra damage against the UFOs, so of course it's easier to shoot them down, but more importantly, you get 20% more alloys and Illyrium from salvaging those craft, and this only took like 4 or 5 days of research. That kind of bonus for such a meager investment, these UFO analysis really are very important over the course of the long war, especially if you're playing without dynamic war enabled like we are. This extra 20% is going to add up to a huge amount of resources. So I kind of feel those are really sort of a priority whenever they come up. The actual priority here, however, is going to be this arc thrower because it's the actual priority. Also, we need to begin capturing aliens as soon as we can, which I know is going to excite Dr. Valen. Am I right, Dr. Valen? Nothing to say, huh? Just going to tap on your little pad there? Figured you'd be more excited, Dr. V. I mean, that device is sort of the gateway to your one true sexual fantasy. I mean, we know what you do with those aliens. We've seen you torture them to death. We know that you gratify yourself while you do it. You're into the alien snuff. That's your kink, and we've come to accept it, Dr. Valen. I mean, everybody here, it's no secret. Or if it is, it's the worst kept secret in the history of secrets. I mean, everybody knows. And, you know, bygones be bygones. We do what we do for the best of the species. Still, I figured you'd at least throw me a smile or be like a thanks, Commander, or something. Not even gonna acknowledge it, huh? Alright. I think Dr. Valen may have some shame issues about her kink. It's cool, Dr. Valen. Let your freak flag fly, baby. Anyway, back to scanning then.
Incoming transmission.
Dr. Valen may be feeling a little repressed, I think. She should open up. Just be honest about yourself, Dr. Valen. Not looking forward to this, I gotta admit. Our report card here is gonna be not so good. I'm not really looking forward to taking this one home to Mom and Dad to get their signature. I'm really not.
Commander, unfortunately, one of our members has chosen to discontinue their involvement in the XCOM project.
You say this as though you should be surprised by it, Bradford. This is definitively not a surprise in any way, shape, form, or capacity. We have basically failed Brazil in every single way possible.
Excellent work.
They're right to withdraw, frankly. I'm kind of on their side on that one. Oh, shut up, Optimus Prime. Our project has been worthwhile.
Successes only mark the beginning of an enduring effort.
You know, last time you told me I exceeded beyond expectations, and this time I actually did more stuff. If you look, I killed actually quite a few more aliens this time than last time, and yet I can't help but feel that I'm getting a much less agreeable performance evaluation there, Optimus. Your evaluation methods, as I've discussed with you on many previous opportunities, definitely need some rework. You need to get like ISO 9001 certified there and have a consistent documented method of evaluation, because clearly you're out of your goddamn mind, Optimus Prime. Anyway.
We will be in touch, Commander.
That's fine, we got that taken care of. You know, no rush on the whole being in touch, Commander thing, Optimus Prime. Why don't you stay on your side of the fence, I'll stay on my side of the fence. Everybody will be happy. We do need to head down to engineering, got a little work to do. Need to get some new facilities started, and as much as I really hate to do this, we gotta build an access lift here. We gotta start getting our way over to this steam elevator, so we're gonna use some of our available funds to just begin exploring in that direction. Also, we kinda need to do some additional excavation. We can put something here if we need it. Probably that's where our alien containment facility is likely to wind up. Wouldn't hurt to do a little more excavating, however, some satellite uplinks and things, so I'm just going to expend a little bit of cash here to maybe open... Yeah, I was going to say I don't want to go below 400 because I'm going to buy some interceptors as well, but we can probably afford to deep just below... How much do you cost? Only 10? You know what? Let's do that one. We're going to want a new laboratory soon anyway. That'll be fine for now. Let's head, while we're on the subject, up to the hangar. We do want to buy one more interceptor here. I'm going to put this one down in Europe. And we're getting to the point now where we're just about going to be capable of maybe expanding to another continent, which is good because we're also going to head down to engineering, and we're going to order ourselves another satellite. Dr. Shen, if you would get on the satellite manufacture for me, buddy, I would certainly appreciate that. And now that we've blown through most of our entire stock of cash, let's get back to scanning and see if we can't get a little work done, maybe re-sort our supplies a bit. So here we go. So it looks like we repaired our Gatling laser. That's good. Means we've got emplacement gunner back and ready on action. Laser cannon complete. This I am well pleased with. Let's get this bad boy equipped as quick as possible. Let's see where we can put it. I don't want to take any of our ships offline. We already have one coming up on duty in 4 days in Europe, and the fucking aliens never go to Europe anyway. I really think probably our best bet here is to put this in Africa. And yeah, we actually have the perfect candidate for this. Old Scorpion Obi. gonna be down for repairs for exactly the right amount of time it's gonna take us to re-equip that anyway, so we'll go ahead and do that. Also, might be just the shot in the arm that Scorpion needs, just the little boost of confidence it's gonna take to get him over the hump, so that Scorpion can score his first kill. I know he's been feeling a little guilty about the fact that he hasn't really contributed anything. Everybody else has a little UFO stencil on the side of their plane with the line through it. Old Scorpion, though, no UFO with the line through it, and I can tell that he's been moping around. He's really feeling the lack. 2 scientists for 12 meld actually seems like a pretty reasonable trade. I'm gonna go ahead and take it. We do need scientists. Anything we can do to up research time is going to be effective. Scientists are good. The earlier you get scientists, of course, the more chances they have to be good for you. Oh, fuck yeah. Steve Irwin and Abraham Lincoln back on duty. That is exactly what I wanted to see right before an abduction mission. Steve, buddy, glad to have you back on board. We've got some aliens doing some nasty shit down in your home territory, mate. Look at that. They're raiding Adelaide, and you're back on duty just in time. We're going to get you down there, get you stuck in. Let you capture a few of those aliens, drag them back, and while the since they're in Adelaide, you can haul them up to the Steve Irwin Nature Reserve, put them on display, mate. It'll be fantastic. It's going to bring folks from all around. You have folks coming in from Melbourne, Sydney. It'll be fantastic. Man, I don't know what the hell happened. My Australian accent got kind of redneck there at the end. It's like I'm from Australia by way of Arkansas. That was, I don't know. Let's just not even talk about it. My accents are just despicably bad. An emplacement gunner, I think we'll go with on this this particular team. We should also probably let Van Dorn off the chain. Been a while since Van Dorn's made himself useful. Let's give him a chance to get to work in here. So we're going to give him the laser sniper rifle. Also, Van Dorn hasn't had a chance to carry the laser sniper rifle into battle yet, so we should... Also, my buttons are gone again. God damn it, XCOM, what the fuck? We are going to give Van Dorn a chance to make use of his laser sniper rifle, though. Let's get ourselves an emplacement gunner. I think Jane Sporty Austin is going to be... Do we really want to take all of our best units on this? Or should we maybe... You know what? Yeah, no, I'm going to do it. Let's go with like a couple really strong candidates. And then we'll take... We might even take a rookie on this mission. So we're going to need some really, really strong folks. Good start there with Van Dorn, Jane Sporty Austin. That's a solid team. I think we definitively got to send Steve Loco Irwin on this. This is Steve's home territory. There's no way we're not sending Steve down there to defend his native peoples. This is a fantastic opportunity. Steve's going to be real excited to get in and get some work done for us. Do we leave Steve with the flashbang? He only has 7 health. We might be better off giving him a little bit of extra armor. Nah, Steve's fine. You'll be good, Steve. I trust you, buddy. You are a crazy son of a bitch, and when it comes to defending your homeland, I can't imagine there's anyone going to be better suited. Now, we're going to fill out with some of our less talented folks here. We're going to get some of our rookies and newbies here, try and get them a little experience. De Beauvoir, strong case to be made for taking her, but how close is Anne Frank to a level? If Anne Frank's real close, she's close enough that we can probably risk it. So let's go for Anne Frank, shotgun, tac armor, battle scanner. That's a solid loadout for Anne Frank. I think we'll stick with that. I am going to leave her with the tac armor because she does need that to get up to the 7 health, which is sort of our break-even point. We'd like to take a medic as well. Let's take our lowest ranking medic who is available. That might be Ernest Shackleton. That is Ernest Shackleton. We actually need some more medics, man. We don't have a lot of medics. So old Ernie Shack, Lance Corporal here, is going to be going on this mission. We're going to give him a laser rifle, battle scanners, and med kits. Ernie, locked, loaded, and ready to go. That leaves us 2 more slots. Let's take... You know what? Let's take an infantry guy. I'm thinking maybe Edgar Allan Poe. We could take Poe. We could also take Machiavelli. Case to be made for taking the Mockster as well. Both of them are pretty good, actually. They're actually both pretty goddamn similar as well. They're basically exactly the same across the board, except Poe has a higher defense... And actually, Edgar Allan Poe is just straight up better. Not dramatically better, but he is better. Machiavelli's only a specialist, though. He should be able to level on this mission. Yeah, he's real close. Let's take Machiavelli, then, in the interest of getting him to pack on another rank. We are still, of course, looking to get enough ranks to buck up and grab our 8th slot on our roster, so that is something we do want to keep in mind when we try and get as many troopers ranked as quickly as we can. Tac armor, laser rifle scope, laser sight. That's going to make Nicolo a fabulous killer for her, and... Then, I think, it's going to be Rookie Town. It's either going to be Rookie Town or Norman Borlaug. Let's see what the population of Rookie Town looks like at the moment, because I'm thinking we're down to the bitter, bitter dregs at the bottom of the coffee pot. The shit that's been in there boiling for way too long and is way thicker and way less useful than you would expect it to be. Which pretty much describes every single one of these troopers. Thick and not particularly useful. Leo White's actually okay. Reasonable aim, a solid foot speed, okay will, reasonable amount of health. His defense is bad. And you know what? This is a good chance for White. Let's get him into action here. So for White then, it's going to be laser rifle. We'll go with a scope and a laser sight. We might as well. Try and get him pumped up to the point where he may actually be able to contribute something in a positive fashion to the mission. And that's got us sorted then. So let's get stuck in, folks. Off we go. Heading down to Adelaide. Gonna have to go down there, wrangle a few aliens. Once we're done with that, pitch a few shrimp on the barbie, maybe crack open a can of Foster's, then do some more stereotypically Australian things, and head on home. Should be a fantastic little trip for us. Maybe venture out to Ayers Rock for those of you who haven't seen it, although I know it's not politically correct to call it Ayers Rock anymore. It actually has an Aboriginal name that I can't remember, and I'm just abandoning the accent at this point because it's so bad it's making me feel bad. Did we not just play this map? I am basically positive that our last mission was on this map. Well, no, our last mission was on the farm because it was a small UFO, but the last abduction mission we did was definitely on this map. Alright, well, apparently Adelaide is very similar to wherever that abduction mission was, somewhere in South Africa, I think. Yeah, that's fine. I actually kind of like this map. So I'm not objecting to the map in and of itself for its basic general mappiness. I kind of like the mappiness. We are starting in the standard position, which is not fantastic. It doesn't really offer the greatest cover potential of all time, but we could probably make do.
Getting it done.
So Anne Frank's going to take our premier move. She spots nothing. I think we'll take a turn then and set up. Let's get Van Dorn in a quality sniping position. Bring him over here. We're going to have Van Dorn go ahead and steady that weapon for us. Hold it steady. Keep it steady, Van Dorn. Keep it steady. Stay on target. Stay on target. Gonna bring Shackleton over here. Should be a safe move for the Shack. It is. Overwatch for the Shackster. Where is my gunner? Miss Sporty. Gonna need you in a forward position where you can make that big bad gun of yours count as much as possible. Gonna bring Leah White and I think Machiavelli. We're just gonna stack him up behind us here. As for the Loco Man, I think we'll put him right up beside Ernie Shack, and then we're just gonna overwatch around the horn. Machiavelli, of course, on the lookout for any opportunity to serve his prince with pleasure. We got nothing. Alright, Anne Frank, let's send you forward then. I mean, you are a scout. Going forward and scouting is sort of your job. Also, Anne Frank, you do not have low profile, do you? You do not, so we need to be a little careful, actually, with Anne Frank.
On my way.
Fortunately, this garbage can is full cover, so we got that going for us. 2 floaters. Not really a problem. Actually, Anne Frank may be able to give us a to-hit bonus against one of those guys. Let's not go for the... you know what? Let's see what our long-range guys can do with this, actually. Specifically, I'm looking at you, Van Dorn. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Van Dorn. 97%. Yeah, we're taking that, absolutely. I'm looking at you, Van Dorn. You got a problem with that? I'm talking to you. You talking to me? Oh, you won't go down without a fight? What's this? You want to fucking go, cat? You come up here and say that to my face, Van Dorn. I'll fucking throw down right now. I don't care that you're in the middle of a mission. I will straight up fight you. I will fight you right now, Van Dorn. Fucking around here. Let's see if Shackleton can maybe get a decent poke at this guy. We did take that shot with Anne Frank, not in the hopes of hitting, but merely in the hopes of hollow targeting this unit, making it more likely for subsequent troopers to be able to deliver the damage, and that's exactly what we got. Some nice shooting there by Ernie Shack. Well, you know, maybe nice shooting is a little overselling. Some adequate shooting from Shackster. This is going to be a full cover shot, but still 61% for Machiavelli. That's pretty reasonable. I'll take it. Machiavelli, of course, quickly disappointing me. Jane Austen's not really going to be able to do much for us here. Leo White is a rookie. I don't really trust him. 52%? You know what? Man, it's worth taking a shot. Come on, Rook. Ricky says no. That just leaves us Steve Irwin and Jane Austen. This is... I don't like doing this to Steve Irwin, but I kind of feel that it has to be done. Steve, if you would, sir. You're the madman, the lunatic. This is why Steve Irwin was brave enough to jump on top of live crocodiles and wrestle them with nothing more than his bare hands. If he's willing to do that, he'll run in there and take this shot. Damn, Skippy, I will, mate. I'll leap right into that billabong and bring that son of a bitch to bear. Except I've missed, and that is not good for us at all. So this is very bad. We have to hope that this guy has a morale problem and falls back, actually. Otherwise, we're going to be in deep shit. He does not appear to be falling back. Oh, he is in fact falling back. Good. Let's hope he takes a double back. He did. Good. Van Dorn can pick him off for us then next turn. Got very lucky there with the morale hit from our unit. Steve Irwin, fortunately, still close enough to see him. That's going to give Van Dorn all the opportunity he needs to take our little friend out of the equation here.
Come on! I won't go down without a fight.
Jeez, Van Dorn. God, the belligerence, sir. What's wrong with you?
Aye, aye.
Van Dorn seems like he's got some extra testosterone or something. Have you been taking some supplements or something, Van Dorn? Do you suffer from, you know, little testosterone insufficiency? I mean, there's no shame in it. There's nothing wrong with it. It happens to a lot of folks. It's just a common medical disorder, easily treated. Just curious, because I'm just wondering if maybe we don't need to adjust your dosage a little bit. You're getting a little aggressive, buddy. A little aggressive. So Ernie Shack pulling what is probably not a fantastic move for us. Jane Sporty Austin should have some pretty good shots at these Seekers, however. 68 and 68. I think I'm going to have her take a shot at the one that's furthest away, actually. Jane Sporty Austin not dicking around. Going to bring that guy to his knees, dropping him into a puddle of doom. Puddle of Doom, by the way, that's the subtitle for the sequel to the upcoming Fantastic Four movie. It's Fantastic Four 2, Puddle of Doom. Doesn't really seem like it's going to be that great. I'm not really excited about it, but I lobbied for the Return of Doom, but they just weren't having it. They really were sold on the whole Puddle of Doom thing. Personally, I thought it was a little too similar to Puddle of Mud, but I don't know, executives wouldn't, no, not listening to me, they don't give a shit. Alright, give me a 59% here for Machiavelli. Nicolo delivers. Doing what has to be done, because goddammit, that's what a good Machiavelli does. We could advance here, but I really don't want to spawn that other pot of floaters. Let's see if we can't get that, Thin Man to come to us. He is, in fact, going to come to us. You come and get it. Ernie Shackleton taking a not fantastic shot at you, but yeah, I tend to agree, Shackleton, that was in fact not good. Well observed, sir. Ernie Shackleton, you know what? The guy is a pragmatist, has a solid grip on his own abilities. Lucky miss there from the Thin Man. Still got to be careful regarding these floaters. They're probably going to activate themselves, I would guess. Not yet. Alright, and Frank has a 1% chance to hit, and you know what? I'm still going to take this for the holo targeting. What a surprise. Yeah, that was basically lotto odds there, so none of us are surprised particularly. Jane Austen has a flank shot, but no. Alright. Sporty, we're going to have to move you forward. If you're that far back, my dear, we got to get you in a better position. White has no shot. Van Dorn should be able to put one in that guy's eye hole, however. Eye hole? What the hell, man? You put it in his eye hole? It doesn't even make any sense. Why don't you just say shoot him in the eye? Sometimes even I am surprised by the words that come out of my mouth. Really, I am. Genuinely shocked on many occasions. Machiavelli, well, 69%, sir, we cannot simply pass that up. It's too perfect. Machiavelli, displaying the fact that sometimes the ends do in fact justify the means. Once in a while, you gotta give a little to get a little. Going for the 69 for Machiavelli, and speaking of give a little to get a little, everybody's gonna reload so we can get a little on our next turn. Our battle scanner's gonna go away, which drops those guys out of line of sight. That's not really a problem, though, because we got Ernie Shack in a forward position. We can bring him back at will. I think what we're gonna do instead is just continue our reloading. I can't help but notice that Nicolo's a little out of ammo there. This is gonna give us a chance. Get everybody back in action. Van Dorn, of course, likewise out of ammo. And Frank's gonna reload. We'll give the aliens one more turn here. We still know where they're at. I mean, it's not like this is a mystery. They aren't going anywhere. Now they're falling back, actually. But that's fine. We can resurrect him whenever we want. We have Ernie Shack in a good position. He can bring him back with a nice little battle scanner for us. Although, don't we have a rookie up here somewhere who has a battle scanner? Did we not bring one? Clearly we did not. So it's just Ernie Shack then. And so let's put Ernie Shackleton into this corner cover. I'm a little upset that we had to dash to do that, but sometimes you gotta make the tough decisions. Steve Irwin, oh shit, there's meld up there. Alright, so we do want to try and recover that meld. We need to make this happen as quickly as possible. So we're gonna want... you know what? Let's go very aggressive then. If that doesn't spawn a pod, we will advance then. Ah, fuck. One tile too close. That's unfortunate, honestly. So they've got one guy in a forward position who's working as a spotter. We don't have vision on him? Yeah, we do. Steve Irwin can see him. Don't really like Steve's chances to hit, however. Steve is in bad cover with regard to that alien as well.
On my way.
I think we may have to fall back a bit, or at least have Steve Irwin fall back.
On my way.
So let's get Steve out of there, see if we can get some of these guys to come over into our zone of terror, as it were.
Got it covered.
Gonna put Sporty on Overwatch. Gonna bring Leo White up here, drop him into Overwatch as well to cover Steve. Van Dorn's actually gonna steady his weapon for us. And then we can have Ernie Shack drop the battle scanner for us next turn. Don't like the fact that we had to fall back with her. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I'm feeling a little salty here. No! Steve Irwin, no! Oh, so lucky. Man, sometimes... Actually, that wasn't Steve Irwin. Who the hell was that? Oh, that was Machiavelli. Alright, well, damn. Alright, so we gotta get some work done here. 97% to hit Van Dorn, you gotta deliver. Oh, not only did Van Dorn deliver the hit, but he straight up killed a man. Van Dorn, 3 for 3, he's on fucking fire. I'm telling you, those testosterone replacement treatments... I don't know what they're doing, but I kind of like what they're bringing to the table. Nobody takes a shot at Niccolo Machiavelli in Steve Irwin's hometown. We're gonna show you fucking what happens when you mess around in Adelaide, Australia, sir. You do not fucking mess around in Steve Irwin's backyard. Steve Irwin will goddamn end you. And that's exactly what Steve Irwin did. He fucking ended that punk. Nicely done, by the way, Steve. Let's see if Machiavelli can give himself a little payback here. There you go, Machiavelli, ending the mission with some authority there. Gotta say, I'm a little unpleased about the fact that Machiavelli got hurt, but honestly, worse things have happened to us. He's gonna be out for a good long while. Fortunately, we do have Ernest Shackleton, who is, I believe, a field medic, so that should reduce his wound time slightly. Got a feeling it's still gonna be a while before Nicolo's back in action, however. That's okay, we did have a rookie on the mission who I'm pretty sure got a kill, and thus will be due a promotion as well. Some nice Tony Scott-style aircraft porn. We do love it. We do love our aircraft porn. Yeah, Machiavelli out for 27 days, which likely means that Ernie Shack failed his role with the field surgeon ability. But that's okay, because Steve Irwin, a much warranted promotion for defending his hometown. Now the question of the day, do we go for hit and run? Or do we go for close encounters? Close Encounters has +3 will, but we do have some folks who already have Close Encounters, and I'm kind of focusing on splitting my build a little bit here, going for a little variation to help out in the late game once we start running into a lot of units that have adaptive shielding, that they take reduced damage when shot at from 4 tiles or less. Targets that aren't in cover or flank, it doesn't take an action to shoot at them, but it doesn't work with run and gun activated. Bonus for Close Encounters does... You know what? Let's go... Screw it. Let's get a... We're gonna go for hit and run. Steve Irwin can be sort of our test subject. We'll kind of do a pilot program here with Steve Irwin. See how it works for him. We can go with covering fire for a Overwatch build, or we could go for Executioner. I think our other... I'm pretty sure that Samuel Clemens is a straight up murder and fuck. He's sort of offensive, so you know what? Let's go, since we have one offensive guy... We can go with one defensive guy. We'll do an... Do I really want to do an Overwatch build? That means we're taking Opportunist. Probably Suppression as well. Alternatively, we could go for Execution, Aggression, Deadeye, which would make us fantastic at shooting down flyers. I do really like that build. I really do. This is a tough question, actually. A difficult time making a decision here. You know what? Let's go for offense. Let's go... What's his speed like? Not good. Alright, so you know what? Given that Machiavelli has a pretty low foot speed, let's go defensive with him. Leo White, getting a promotion. Welcome aboard, White. You are going to be... With your foot speed, sir? 14 is good. Your will is mediocre. You could potentially be an adequate infantry guy, but with a 14 foot speed, you would also be a pretty damn good assault trooper. You know what? Yeah, we're going assault. That's fine. I will never say no to an assault trooper. Welcome aboard, White. I'm glad to have you back. You know what you can do? You're going to be filling in for the wounded Machiavelli in the tactical position for the next few days while we get him patched up. Learning that sometimes doing what it takes, even being the pragmatist that you are, even though the ends do justify the means, you still got to pay the goddamn piper. In the end, you got to pay the piper. So 5 photo corpses, a thin man, some Illyrium, 9 alloys, 6 weapon fragments, 15 meld, which is a nice recovery for us, 2 Seeker Rex as well. 80 credits saying Panic in Australia has a course gone down, not because of anything we did, but simply because they knew Steve Irwin was back in their home territory, and they were damn glad to see him. I know that would boost my fucking morale. Alright, so we did get... our laser rifle got damaged.
We will be watching.
This whole repair mechanic, I really feel, is actually more irritating than anything else. Yeah, we'll fucking repair it. It's gonna take 1 alloy and 9 days. And like 5 credits. It's not really that big of a deal to have to repair your gear. It doesn't seem like it's problematic enough. The only thing it seems to do, they're trying to encourage you to maintain like a bigger arsenal of weaponry, but like you can just build 1 extra one usually and you're okay. I digress. Some of the things they've changed in Build 15 don't necessarily sit too well with me, but I'm not necessarily deep enough in it to judge yet either. We'll have to see. Maybe in the late game, repairing a plasma rifle is ridiculously expensive and takes an eternity. Who knows? What I do know, though, I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up. Of course, if you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Your support really does mean a lot to us. And if you'd like to see more XCOM on a daily basis, consider subscribing as well. We post new episodes every single day. Right now, however, thanks very much for watching. We'll see you again soon.